Now, onto the actual tournament itself. I don't even know where to start. I spent the weekend sitting in my room, screaming at my computer, jumping up and down.
Yep.
Really awesome stuff. How do you enjoy EVO?
I loved it. I was the same. I was in my living room, you know, had my laptop plugged to my TV so I could watch on a bigger screen. Only the occupants in Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas were the only important part this weekend.
Yes.
And EVO was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was great. Literally, Sunday was amazing. Like waking up at 10 o'clock in the morning to find out that it starts at 1 o'clock Eastern time here, and I had to wait 2 hours before it started. But the first game they started off with was Soul Calibur 5 with Eris and Markman doing the commentary, and it was amazing.
Yeah, just the gameplay itself was so exciting. I mean, I don't follow too much competitive Soul Calibur. I watch as many majors for it as I can. But to see a grand finals between Tira and Cervantes, those aren't characters I've seen a lot.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. I was expecting to see Mitsurugi and Patroclus.
Yeah, exactly. Mitsurugi and the twins and Natsu. So great play. Shining Dekapon took the whole thing.
Yes.
Amazing Tira play. His opponent
I think it was Shen-Chen,
from Singapore, and just that alone, such an international grand finals. And it was a great just back and forth action. Really, really smart stuff from both guys. Really exciting. So
yeah, Tira came back from losers to win it, so that was pretty impressive.
Soul Calibur definitely has plenty of life left in it. I expect to see it at a ton of majors for a while.
It's still new. It just came out earlier in this year.
Yeah.
So then, pretty much after Soul Cal 5, Cross Second came on, and they didn't even do the top 8, just the top 14.
That's right.
And that was it.
I was disappointed. Not so much in the actual finals itself. I feel like the community never handled Cross Tekken the right way.
No.
Seeing the game without gems, everyone's using Ryu. It's like no one really explored this game to its potential. We predicted Ricky in grand finals, and it was Ricky and PRI against the god Infiltration and Laugh. And one highlight, Infiltration's Rolento. I believe it was him playing Rolento.
Yes, I believe it was just out of control.
Yeah, it was inspiring to watch.
Yeah.
You could tell the two of them actually put real work into that game. Their team synergy was perfect.
Yeah, it seemed like one person was playing, and it was actually two. The
tag cancels were all on point, really making the most of their opportunities. So, for what it was okay. I just feel like, it was only a glimpse of what Cross Tekken should be. But, hopefully with what we said before, and the patches and the DLC, the game will get better. But regardless, shout-outs to Laugh and Infiltration. We'll get more on Infiltration later. He really dominated this weekend.
Yes.
And next we have Mortal Kombat 9. Very awesome.
Very awesome. Congratulations to Perfect Legend, 2-time EVO champion. I mean, I wanted VVD Rio to win, and you wanted CD Junior.
I'm a big CD Junior fan.
Yeah, and CD Junior made it to the grand final, so
it was
you were there. Yeah.
I found it very interesting. I was really entertained. A lot of great players like Pig of the Hut. It was awesome. Using a whole bunch of characters.
Blackula, where you're at?
Yeah, where was Blackula?
I didn't see Blackula.
It was great to see the CD Junior Perfect Legend rematch. There's a big rivalry between the two of them because they're both so high up in the community. They met at MLG, the last MLG event, and CD Junior actually got knocked out by Perfect Legend. The same thing happened here. It was a really solid set, but Perfect Legend edged it out with his Kung Lao, I believe. It seems like, I watch a lot of Mortal Kombat. It seems like there's always a lot of character switching, counter picking, but Perfect Legend seems to be set on his Kung Lao from, throughout all the patches and nerfs. So props to him for, keeping his character loyalty. I think he's the only other, besides Daigo in Street Fighter, I think he's the only person to win EVO back-to-back in this game. I have an interesting note about CD Junior. I mean, I think he's one of the best in the world still. Watched an interview with him before the tournament where he switched to Cabal strictly to show how overpowered his Cabal is, and to be like, I picked Cabal 3 weeks ago and look, I made it to grand finals.
Okay.
But I still wish he stayed with his Jax. I think that would have won him the set. Just my personal philosophy, I feel like character loyalty always beats out, just using the top tier character because you actually put more work when you like a character. But, he's still one of the best in the world, and he's going to do what he wants. So shout outs to CD Junior regardless. Great MK9 finals.
Yeah, it was awesome. So after MK9, we were blessed with Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown.
Yes.
I didn't think we were going to see it. I honestly didn't. I thought KOF was next, and then they were like, oh, here's top 3 VF5. So it was awesome to see it.
It was very nice of the EVO staff. I mean, it wasn't an official EVO game. It was a side tournament, but they had enough love for the VF community to put, I believe it was top 3?
Yeah, it was top 3.
Top 3 on the main stage. Huge shout outs to Fudo.
Yes.
His opponent, that El Blaze player, scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, he did. I didn't know El Blaze could be played like that.
Yeah,
so.
I found it interesting that player took out the other Shun player, who was kind of Fudo's mentor. and then Fudo in grand finals
Just embarrassed him. Yeah.
But yeah, Fudo is an amazing Chun player. Shouts to Fudo for getting back-to-back EVO championships. Street Fighter 4 last year, BF5 this year. 2 wildly different games, so he's very versatile, obviously.
Yeah, congrats Fudo, and thanks again EVO for sharing out BF5 Final Showdown.
After Virtua Fighter 5, we had one of my favorite sets of the night, King of Fighters 13. I knew it would be crazy. I still wasn't ready for this. Shouts to Korea for, I think it was being half of the top 8.
4 out of the top 8 Cafe ID.
Great sets throughout. We had Romance in there, we had Bala, and things culminated with Cafe ID's Mad KOF.
Mad KOF.
Perfect name. Versus Bala, and if anyone's gonna beat Bala,
it's somebody by the name of Mad KOF. That's the only person that's gonna beat Bala.
Yeah, it was just so exciting. I've never seen a Duolon play that well.
Disgusting. He picked the right color. That white color, he said he was like a ghost.
Yeah.
In and out of the screen.
The mix-ups, I thought I was watching Marvel with the teleports and the projectiles. Just such strong play between the two of them. Bala did a lot of counter picking. It almost worked for him, but even though he lost, he almost kind of put on a show.
Yes.
He picked maybe 6 different characters and showed how solid he is. His Shen is my favorite.
Yeah.
His Shen saved him a lot of matches. It just shows why Shen's one of the best anchors in the game. So powerful. Shouts to everyone KOF top 8. Shout outs to SNK. Shout outs to KOF being on the grand stage again. So awesome.
Shout outs to the FGC supporting it and just making sure that it gets the love that it deserves. Like KOF is finally back.
Yeah.
Feels like it's 97, 98 all over again. That's what I'm happy to hear.
It all began in 94. It's still going strong in 2012. So
still is.
And shout outs to those My Shirts.
So right after KOF, they decided to put on some other games. Some game by the name of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which is a lie. That's the reason why everybody watches EVO. It's because of Marvel. And it was amazing. Like, congrats to Filipino champ. Last week I said I was rooting for you, and you did it, and you took EVO. Congratulations. I think you 100% truly deserve it. I know a lot of people out there don't like the way you handle yourselves in tournaments and stuff like that, but I can't blame you for the way you handle things. I myself, I would hate you, but again, I can't blame you for the way you handle things because look, you are now EVO 2012 champion for Ultimate Marvel. So what did you think of the whole top 8 in general?
I mean, everyone in top 8, it was a nice mix of people you would expect to be there, like Justin, Chris, Combo, and Champ. And then we had surprises like that dude Frosty from Mexico.
Yeah.
Captain Mexico, they were called.
Yeah, with the weird MODOK.
The MODOK, Captain America, and Infrit. SoCal's Infrit, who's been dominating Wednesday Night Fights, but I don't think anyone expected him to do this well at EVO. So just spectacular play throughout. Chris G and Justin showed up big. Combo showed up big, but just the level of competition was so fierce. One thing I liked, a lot of people were using multiple teams.
Yes, I thought that was awesome.
Combo Fiend switched between his classic She-Hulk team and his newer Nova team. Justin used his new Virtual team, his classic Wolverine team. It just shows the best Marvel players know the game so well.
Chris G, you stole my tech. You're using Morgan Hawkeye Doom. Now when I play with Morgan Hawkeye Doom online, everyone's gonna think I'm picking the Chris G team. I've been playing with them since the beginning. But shout outs to you for using Morgan Hawkeye Doom.
Chris G used his classic team, his new team, and then the Hawkeye team is kind of a hybrid. So grand finals, Infrit versus Champ. I was screaming more than I should by myself in my room at a computer. I was jumping up and down. My heart was racing. Infrit just so solid with his Nova Spencer Sentinel team. Just such a smart player. Such high damage combos. He really earned his second place.
He did. He really did. Just don't touch his hair.
Just don't touch his hair. Don't touch that gaudy hair.
No.
And then Champ, what needs to be said, I mean, he's on fire, he's been winning majors, he won Curly Mustache last week, and he finally did it. His goal that, ever since he started playing is to take EVO, and he did it, and it was emotional. He was on stage crying. I mean, I would be too.
Yeah, I would be too.
Obviously, Marvel's the kind of game where anyone could win, but Champ, as they said on the stream, he really sacrificed a lot. His whole life is fighting games. Everything he put into Marvel paid off, and he took the whole thing. Yeah,
I agree. And what you said earlier, just the amount of level of gameplay was just intense. Like Combo Fiend and Champ are on the same team. They both play for complexity.
Yeah.
And Combo Fiend did not want to hug. Combo Fiend did not want to be looked at. He just had that look like, Champ, shut up and let's just play this damn game. Like, this is serious. Right now, we're not friends. We're rivals. And you could just tell how serious.
He fought his rival.
Yeah, literally. He fought his rival. He FYR'd Champ.
Yeah. And it didn't work out.
Didn't work out, but it was amazing. And then right after Marvel was the most well-known, most world-known international game of all time, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition version 2012.
Yep.
And like you said last week, Mike, you said that the top 8 was going to be the character selection screen with the airplane flying around from country to country. And that really was the top 8. It was an airplane flying around from country to country.
I mean, we literally had, from the US, we had Dominion and PR Balrog. From Korea, we had Punko. We had a Chinese player, I forget the name. We had Daigo. I think Daigo was the only Japanese.
Yes, he was the only Japanese that made it to the top 8.
And then also, from Korea, we had Infiltration. And so, as I expected, it was a truly international affair. I'm so happy for Dominion for making top 8.
Yes, congratulations, Dominion. I'm very happy for you. Last week I was rooting for you, and I said you were going to take EVO. I still believe you could take EVO, even though EVO passed, you could still take it.
Yeah.
But congratulations, you knocked out Fudo, 2011 EVO champion. You sent him home to be top 8.
That was easily one of the EVO highlights,
yes.
I think, for everybody, especially here. I mean, Dominion's kind of our Street Fighter hero in New York. Him and Sanford are my 2 favorite players. To see him just, do so well against international competition in probably the fiercest, Street Fighter is probably the toughest game to do well in because there's so much competition from all around the world.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, he dominated the EVO champion from last year and made it to top 8. Top 8 alone is a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, I think they said there were like 1,500 entrances for a Street Fighter. So
8th place.
You're 8th out of 1,500 people.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And shout out to PR Rog.
Yeah, made 3rd place.
Yeah.
3rd place. Good job.
Awesome. Infiltration. I don't know what needs to be said about him. If you saw EVO, he might be the scariest Street Fighter player right now. Completely shut down so many amazing players, especially Gamer being grand finals. I mean,
yeah, shout outs to Gamer being.
Yeah.
You made it, 2nd place with that 8-on. Like.
8-on, yes.
Oof.
It just shows again that character loyalty still beats out anything. But it won't beat Infiltration. He will infiltrate you.
No.
A friend of mine was calling him penetration because he was just in there raping.
No.
Shout outs to him. I mean, what an amazing tournament overall. It sounds corny, but it's such a beautiful thing that to have all these people from around the world gather for just something we all love.
That's it. And one last thing I want to add in for EVO, I am very happy that Seth Killian, you decided to do commentary for Street Fighter 4 because what a way to end out EVO with one of the original founders of EVO, and you had such a big hand in making Street Fighter 4, and you were actually there to commentate for the world stage.
That made my night. I mean, just because Seth Killian's not with Capcom doesn't mean that he's not part of the Street Fighter community. And it's great that he's still supporting, the scene that he helped build pretty much. So yeah,
you can tell he was getting a little teary-eyed. He had that Filipino champ face. He looked like he was about to cry, but I can't blame him. Like, there's nothing but much love in the FGC. As much crap as we talk about each other, as much we say the other player sucks and we hate one another, all in all, we're still one big family. Like, we're allowed to talk crap about one another because we're all a family, but if anyone outside the family talks crap about us, that's where the problems ensue.
And this is our season finale. I just want to give another huge shout out to literally anyone watching. This has been a huge ride for us. This started as a small idea. Me and Natalia were sitting at work and we were like, hey, we should make some fighting game videos on YouTube. And in the 4 months that we've been doing this, we got to meet Champ, Combo Feed, Mike Ross. We've gotten a ton of subscribers. We're starting to become known in the community. It's the greatest feeling. Nothing's like being a part of a community as special as ours. So shout outs to everyone that's been involved in what we do, and definitely stick with us because there's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of really cool stuff coming.
I really don't know what I'm gonna do with all this free time that we're gonna have. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do for the next week or so. I mean, do you have any plans of what you're gonna do with our little mini vacation?
I mean, I might take a nap. I might eat some soup.
Naps and soup are pretty good.
Pretty solid, What do you got planned?
Well, now that the video is pretty much over, I'm actually gonna start my mini vacation.
Where are you going?
I don't know, but since I really don't have to talk about fighting games anymore for about a good week, I think I'm inspired by the Wandering Warrior himself, Ryu, and I might go out there and see what the world has. So don't worry, I will be back. I don't want you to stop me, because I might come back with a very well balanced character. Capcom might insert my DLC and make me a lot more balanced for the show and for you out there. So this is Natal from Fight Your Rival, about to wander the world and telling you guys, see you in season 2.
Guess it's just me. So what are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna do what we tell all our fans to do every week. I'm gonna keep fighting.
If he hasn't come back, you'll host the show with me, right?